this time because the burden of infections will go on to children. And I have with me three pediatricians treating COVID patients, young COVID patients across the country to get their perspective. It's a first-hand perspective because these are doctors who are treating children amidst the COVID pandemic. Dr. Karthik Nagesh is HOD and consultant neonatologist and pediatrician at the Manipal Hospital in Bengaluru. Dr. Jessel Sheth is a senior consultant pediatrician at Fortis Hospital in Mumbai. Dr. Anita Bakshi is senior consultant pediatrics at the Indraprasth Apollo Hospitals in the national capital. Very happy to have all of you with me on this show. A hugely important question. Dr. Bakshi, I'd like to start with you. We've been hearing for weeks now about how children will be, more affected in this coming third wave. We've also already seen instances of children being affected quite a bit in certain pockets of India, especially some districts of Maharashtra. The government, Dr. Bakshi, has put out its first detailed set of guidelines on the treatment of children with COVID, which will apply now as well as perhaps in the upcoming third wave. Your assessment, ma'am, of these new guidelines that have come out?
By and large, so far, we haven't seen too many COVID positive children. But the fact that we have been seeing the inflammatory syndrome, which is something that follows COVID infection,
yes,
gives us an idea that children too are being affected by the coronavirus infection. So far, children who are affected are either asymptomatic or they have very mild respiratory or even commonly gastrointestinal symptoms.
Yes.
We are of the opinion that in many places where the entire family is affected by COVID, the babies too are likely to be positive. It's just that many of them are not tested. Our major concerns are with, the very young ones, the ones that are less than a year old.
Yes.
Probably with the adolescents, maybe 14 to 18 or even 12 to 18, and especially children who may have other comorbidities like asthma or some underlying condition like a congenital heart disease, and something like that.
Yes.
Those are the children who are likely to run into trouble.
Okay.
The other concern is, of course, that we've kept the children isolated for so long. They've been indoors, so probably they don't have much immunity to the respiratory viruses at present. So as regards the guidelines, by and large, as of present, we don't advocate, there is no recommendation for the routine, what we are using in the adults like Pavi or Remdesivir in children. The COVID infection in children is to be initially managed symptomatically along with monitoring, especially for respiratory status and pulse oximetry. And which means that, we check a pulse oximetry and then we make them walk for some time, 5 to 6 minutes, and then check the pulse oximetry again. If they don't have any respiratory discomfort and they don't have any fall in saturations, then they're not to be given either an antibiotic or an antiviral. And especially the first few days, that is the first 5 days of the virus infection, we expect that the virus is actively replicating, and that steroids too are to be avoided. The indications for steroids are very limited and they should be used with great caution. That's something that we've learned even from the adult population, is that the indiscriminate use of steroids can often lead to problems which, come into the picture later on.
Yes.
So be very, very guarded about using steroids in children. And the recommendations are also like that unless they have significant respiratory compromise, meaning they need hospitalization and they need oxygen therapy, up until then, steroids are not recommended.
Okay,